Server problems keep Tesla owners from being able to use their cars because the technology breaks down. That's ridiculous. This is today's Not So Critical update. At 4 p.m. last Friday, Tesla's servers went offline and people were unable to use their cars because they unlocked their car with their phone app. The server was offline, couldn't service the request. Users could not get into their cars. Their cars were essentially bricked because Tesla's servers went down. How devastating is this? Tesla, this is why electric cars won't work. It's the end of the industry.
I have a really good solution for this.
Like
honestly, okay. No, not. Come on, we don't need to go back.
That'd be ridiculous.
Okay, nothing
archaic.
Nothing archaic like keys.
Yeah, okay.
Unless they're virtual keys. I'm more thinking about like a distributed system.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh man. But if you can't get blockchain, we get it. Whatever. If you can't get online,
actually,
then what?
I wasn't gonna use. Blockchain.
Oh, you weren't. Oh
no.
It's
an immutable ledger.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. What I was actually thinking of, what I was really thinking of, was the IPFS protocol. I think it's a protocol. The IPFS protocol, which I imagine, Peter, you're familiar with. Mike, have you heard of IPFS?
ITP? Yeah, IPFS. Yeah, I know. It's a torrent-like thing. It's a
well, it's file distribution for web. So imagine, just like a torrent file, a website is hosted across its bits and pieces are hosted on 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 different servers, and in a redundant fashion, where no matter, if 5, 10, 30, half of them go down, you'll always be able to access this server or service.
I'm really looking forward to how you loop this back to Tesla owners getting locked out. Just so you know.
Okay. So what if, this is kind of like Pied Piper-ish from Silicon Valley, but what if the phones themselves hosted bits and pieces of this using cellular connection and talking to each other? So you've created an ad hoc network to validate your car key that will literally never go down unless your mobile provider. This is what Apple have done with the tracking
thing, basically. This is what Apple have done with their tracking technology.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's great. Love it.
You know how that works with the Apple's the little white tracker thingies that you can attach to your luggage?
I know about the fobs or whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how it works?
No.
It makes use of any nearby Apple device, phones, iPads.
Mini triangulation. That's pretty cool.
Basically, yeah. It's got some sort of very basic network that it can pick up on, and it's literally any device. And Amazon have recently put in a proposal to do something similar with the Echoes and local.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I know.
Okay, that one you don't like because it's Amazon.
Oh, yes.
The thing
shit scares the shit out of me.
Like it's
Tesla
kind of
can do it with their keys. Though.
This story's kind of amusing, right? But it's not like, so users weren't able to unlock their cars with their phones because of a server error, but they also have keys, so they could use those.
So you're saying that the keys,
sorry, I did not.
Were they bricked from completely unlocking?
No, it was fine.
So it's just clickbait. Okay.
In the story, they talk about examples where people like, oh, but my key fob also broke that same morning. Okay, fine. Yeah, if you lose your keys, you can't open your car. Shocking.
Oh my god!
Like, you can't open it with your phone. Use your key.
People these days.
I know. And so this article that we featured on Bleeping Computer kind of said that not all models of Tesla do actually have keys. The only way you can open is your phone. Other articles didn't back that up, and I couldn't find support for that. Maybe that's true. Seems like a pretty bad idea to not have a backup.
That's
your phone battery dies.
Single point. That's the greatest single point of failure I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, I kind of don't believe that. But use your key. Why is this a nationwide story? Okay, Tesla server went down. Great. I get it. That sucks. You know,
because
they should be able to
always
keep their
looking for
servers up.
stuff like this. It happens often enough that people shouldn't have to make it up. I'll be honest. This kind of
What?
shit, like it's well, not have access to your fridge or something because your internet's down, or I don't know, you're not being able to turn lights on because you know, the power meters thing, where people weren't able to their smart meter broke, so everything, their electricity went off. That kind of shit. It happens often enough that if these people really could open the car key. I don't know. Were people actually genuinely complaining about this, or was it just the news agencies who were like, "Hey, I think there's a story here we can make up"?
There were a handful of stories where people were saying they really couldn't get in because also their key fob had died. So like, if somehow you're in this like universal vortex of like 2 key fobs and the server goes down all at the same time, then that sucks. I've never had a car that didn't come with 2 keys. Like, that's why this happens, because sometimes you lock one in the car, or sometimes a battery dies, or sometimes your phone won't catch a signal. Like, there's a fucking backup plan.
This is going to be the new complaint. It's not going to be people who have forgotten to take a spare tire and got a flat. It's going to be IoT devices not working properly and not being able to get into their car, or some kind of internet caused failure.
And that would be a problem. Like, if your Tesla was bricked because it couldn't get an internet connection, because it was out of cell range or whatever, like, yeah, that would be a huge problem. I don't think that's what happened here.
Yeah.
No, this feels clickbaity. This feels like they had nothing to write about.
Who was the news source?
Where
Bleeping Computer.
I don't think that's where it came from. Well, so the article was based on people was reporting on people's experiences from the Tesla Motor Club's forum. I don't know if the original article was broken by bleepingcomputer.com in terms of the actual outage, but they're the ones who we cited for the article.
So what you're saying is a journalist at Bleeping Computer couldn't get into his Tesla that morning and couldn't help himself. He just had to go write a raging letter.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're definitely, that's the first place they check.
That would be my guess. Sure.
That's coffee. Sure. It's coffee decaf and a quick read on the Tesla Motor Club forum.
Right. And so we jump on the clickbait and spend a segment on this show about it, because that's how it works. The circle of life is complete. Clickbait away.
Yeah.
Tesla's bricked.
Is that going to be your face for the thing? For the thumbnail? Perfect. Here, you can put me in like this.
What have you got, Pete? Oh, yeah, I like it. Okay. All right, let's move on.
Good.
That was fun.
Exactly.